This is Skeletal Trio. There's a ranger, a mage, and a warrior, and there's one boss. You should use slash to kill them and protect from magic. You should kill the ranger first, then the mage, then the warrior. You should alert so that they're following you and then trap the warrior behind the mage or the range. In this case, it didn't work properly, so I have to redo this again, and then now it's trapped behind the range or the mage. They switch protect prayer, so you'll either have to have two attack styles or switch between them, but be careful not to step on top of the monster that's blocking the warrior, otherwise the warrior will step over him and it will attack through it. You can also entangle it to keep the warrior away. That way, protection prayer protects you from one of the monsters. The entangle protects you from the warrior, and then you only tank one of them. Since you can take damage really fast from them, it's probably best to teleport out, eat, and then return afterwards. Otherwise, you can risk dying from their rapid attacks. This is the Runebound Behemoth. You should use stab to kill him, but if you're going to stab any other option we find, you should protect magic when fighting against them. There are 3 pillars. Each of them will remove a protection prayer from above the Runebound Behemoth, but the pillar will not come back before the prayer returns. So you have to alternate between different one of them. I alternate between the melee and the ranged one. You should have a bow and a melee weapon to attack them during when their respective prayers off. But if you don't want to go through that trouble, you can just hide behind the pillar as you wait for the melee pillar to come back up so you can put it back down again and remove the protection prayer. Just make sure to keep at least one down, or otherwise you'll do a special attack that can one hit. This is Gravecreeper. You should use slash to kill him and use protect from melee against them. You can also use soul split if there are more people so that other people take damage. Once he loses a certain fraction of his health, he'll go underground, and then these tombstones turn purple. You should teleport out or at least walk to the door so that you do not get hit by them, otherwise they can one hit you even full health. You should bless the tombstones, although it'll take 5 prayer each time, or health if you run a prayer, but that way there's more fighting room, and you really should do that in a large floor, otherwise the whole room will turn purple and everywhere you stand will be very dangerous and painful. This is Necrolord. He uses magic, so you should protect from magic. He also can do entangle or curse, which you can step 2 spaces away from and then dodge them. You should use range. You can use mage, but I personally think that's very ineffective. He summons out skeletons, which are dangerous in a large floor, but in this solo they're pretty weak, so I can just easily kill them with melee. In a large floor, there are various ways to kill them. One of them is to teleport out when the skeletons come out. That way you don't take any damage, and it's much safer. Another way is just keep tanking the warriors while standing next to the wall. Another way is to have 4 people right next to the wall and on the same spot, while a 5th person blocks off the skeletons from attacking the rest of them as the other 4 shoots. This is Flesh Spoiler. You should use stab, but if you don't have that, you can use any other attack styles. The Flesh Spoiler only goes for 1 person and doesn't change unless a familiar starts attacking him. And that tanker should protect against magic while tanking the melee parts. Everyone else should be using Soul Split because the only damage they'll take is a non-protectable damage, and can use Soul Split to protect against this. In this case, I am using Gate Teleport to avoid the damage. For the most part, I'm able to avoid everything. So this is a good method to use if you are able to use it quickly. Here's the second form. If you do not protect melee as I'm doing right now, you'll take damage very fast, and this is a solo, so they actually do much more damage if it was on C6 large with other people. After you have protect melee on, as you see, there's almost no threat fighting this boss. The boss itself doesn't do much damage, and the minions don't even do damage at all. This is Thunderous. You should use slash attack to kill him. If you protect melee, you won't take damage from him at all if you do it correctly. In the beginning, he is trapped and there are mages around him, so you have to get the attention of at least 4 of them and then wait for a few seconds and then he will escape. He will then do a special attack, so you should go behind a pillar first, and after that you should teleport next to him so that you can get to him safely without him maging you. As long as you have protect melee on, he will not damage you around through his melee, but when he does a special, you should be prepared to run behind the pillar. I put my mouse behind it and I'm ready to click, and then I return to him through teleport. If you're fast enough, you can just run back to attack to him, but most of the time most people can't, so it's just safer to do it this way. One of his special attack can one hit you, and the other one restores his health if he hits anyone with it.